I was coming through some of the mountain passes and it was whiteout snow. I could barely see and not drive off the road. On one side there's trees and a cliff. There was ice built up on the sides of the Jeep that I couldn't even open my fuel door. Then it started getting dark. Brought to you by Epic Adventure Outfitters, home of the Kraken tire inflation system. Available now through the link in the description below. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Casey, and well, I'm sitting here waiting for the ferry. I am heading down to Death Valley, California. But we've got a couple stops we need to make along the way. The first one is, well, I need a rooftop tent because I don't have one on the Jeep right now. So we're gonna go see our good friends over at Modular Racks, and we have something new in store we're gonna be adding to the Jeep. And then we've got a 2-day drive, and then we're gonna meet up with the crew from Adventure Rack Systems, Modern Jeeper Adventures, and Metal Cloak down in Death Valley, California. It's just a big difference being out here. It's just how much history is here in Death Valley. We're making a slight detour off the main road. Okay, we just came through a slot canyon and did a little bit of rock crawling. Got a lot of ground to cover and a lot of cool stuff to see. But first, we got to get off the island and get on this ferry and get our day going. All right, guys, making our first stop of the day here at Modular Racks. Now, you may be familiar with Modular Racks because behind me, we've got Ryan's Epic Volvo, which was out with us last year on one of our camping trips with Epic Adventure Outfitters, Sean and Chef John. I've partnered up with Modular Racks because they are gonna start helping us find awesome new camping and outdoor gear. And they have a whole website which you can go on and purchase stuff. Now, the great thing about working with Modular is I don't have to work with any specific product brands. We can find the best and most awesome stuff out there available, test it, show you guys, and then you can go to their website and pick it up. So we don't have to be working all the time with specific brands. This way, we've got no bias. You guys know exactly where to go grab stuff. I'll put a link down in the description, but it's gonna be awesome. They've got all kinds of camping gear, outdoor gear, overland gear, as well as racks and rooftop tents, which brings us to why we're here today. As you can see, there is no tent on the Jeep, and we're heading out on a 10-day road trip. Ryan, what are you doing?
Oh, well, I'm just putting a bunch of stuff together here, getting her outfitted for some adventure.
This thing is epic.
It's pretty awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, so guys, this is Ryan from Modular Racks, and this is his, what's this, Volvo
C303, Swedish military, 1975.
So
luxury.
I'll put a link up to the video last year when we went camping with Ryan, and we took this thing out on the road. You guys can see it in action. So what tent do you have on here?
This is the brand new Roof Nest Falcon Pro. So this is the newest, latest, greatest version of a wedge style tent.
I like it. Looks really well built, really nice, and that's a good segue to what we're putting on the EcoDiesel Wrangler. So
yeah, another brand new product.
So if you guys haven't seen it yet, the Condor Overland, lots of you guys with trucks are going to be super excited because this is a flip open rooftop tent that can go in the bed of the truck, but also on the Jeep, we're gonna put on the Wrangler, and it's gonna free up some space on our rack. Let's go inside the shop, get this thing unboxed, have a look at it. I don't think anybody's seen this, and I don't see any overland rigs on YouTube with this yet. So this is kind of like a, I don't want to say a world first, but it's a first. It's a first.
Let's call it a first. World first. Let's do it.
Cool. Let's go.
It's heavy.
Much more compact box.
It looks, you know what? I was surprised how small this thing was in the box when I
a little easier to ship
when I first saw it. Yeah, hopefully.
It's around 150 pounds.
Is it? Do you remember the weight of the Condor Overland?
165.
165.
165. There you go, guys. Look at that. So this is all aluminum, hey?
All aluminum.
No plastic, hard shell, flip open, bed size tent. Now I'll get some dimensions here in a second. We've got the mounting tracks on here, which is cool.
Yeah, so on the bottom and on the top.
60 by 54. So there you go, 54 by 60 inches. Now it does look like it's got a bit of a directional design to it. So 60 inches front to back, 54 side to side. All right, Ryan, it's up there.
It is looking good
So
too.
we'll give it its first opening. So it's all aluminum, guys, and then we've got all these tracks in here, the T-tracks. A little bit smaller, so it's not quite as wide as we had on there before with the Free Spirit. It's a little bit narrower. We've got it kind of mounted in the middle right at the moment, mostly because the rails that I have on here, I want it to keep the light. We've got the one light right here mounted to the rail, and the second light right here. We had to get the rails close together, but I wanted the lights to be split on the doors. So I think what we're gonna get is another set of rails, and then we can bring the tent all the way to the back, because I want the tent right here. And then we can put some cargo boxes up front, but I don't have another set of rails right now. But yeah, that's looking cool up there.
I guess you wanna.
No, go ahead, keep going.
Let's do it.
Let's see what it looks like. Does it hit anything? Nope. So as long as it's whatever's on the other side is not above the rail line, you're fine, right? You don't have to worry about it hitting the awning here. That's good to know. The ladder stores in. Oh, no more storing my ladder inside my Jeep.
Woot woot.
So that goes up and then over. This is Brian's first time doing this too, by the way, so if he looks like he doesn't know what he's doing, it's for a reason.
That's normal, Casey. You just haven't been around here often enough.
Yeah. There we go. Got in there. The poles.
Got a sand mat. That's to put on your ladder so you don't get it full of stuff.
Yeah. That's handy, especially beach camping.
Couple of shoe bags, it looks like.
Yeah, excellent.
Included.
I like that we can take those off easily. We got some clips to take them off and wash them when I fill them full of crap. And then we've got some poles to hold up the awnings over the windows.
Exactly. First we'll put the, I guess the rain fly up here.
So this is a full 4-season tent. We can use this all winter, all summer.
Got seam sealed and taped, all the stitching.
We got the Falcon Pro over here. So on Orion's Volvo, it's installed the Pro. And so it's got a full blackout sidewalls and such. Now, I'm not totally convinced on the blackout sidewalls, to be honest. So
yeah, some people love it. You know, other people, they don't like the kind of bat cave type feeling.
Yeah.
They like it kind of open and like a tree fort. So
yeah. So here's my thoughts on this. On the Free Spirit Evolution that I had on there before, at first I thought it was a really good idea, but then I was sleeping in late, and I sleep with my blinds open at home, so I'm used to the sun in the morning waking me up, and I find that helps me get up and understand what time it is before I'm fully awake. So we're gonna try out the Condor Overland, and it's not gonna be as dark in there. So that may be something up to you guys, personal preference, what you prefer. But if you're gonna take a look at the Roof Nest Condor Overland, it's not fully blacked out. Yeah, let's check out the sides, see what it all looks like. So we've got rain fly that goes over top if it's looking like bad weather, which is almost always here in British Columbia. But we're gonna be down in Death Valley all week, so we might be able to just pull that rain fly back. And I'm pretty sure inside this has a, you can see out the top, so you can sleep under the stars, which is really cool. If we have this all the way back and I have a cargo box on the other side of it, I can put sleeping stuff in the cargo box.
yeah,
And then once we're in the tent, just grab it out, right?
That's a great idea. I like it.
How awesome would that be? There we go, just thinking of ideas on the fly, guys. So if we push the tent all the way to the back, then we can put a cargo box, maybe 2 cargo boxes, one that opens on the sides like this, and then when we're in the tent, we can pop it open, and any extra sleeping stuff we might need or gear we might need up in the tent, it's already up there. All right, let's have a look inside. Wow, it's a lot of room in here. Nice. Lots of room. See, check this out, guys. So we got a nice skylight at the top. We got some side awnings so we can get some good cross ventilation. Lots of room to sit up, which is nice. And yeah, we'll give the mattress a try. Won't really review it in this video today, but we're gonna set this up tomorrow night. So that might be part of this video, because I've got one camping night on the way down to Death Valley. So that'll be the first night in this tent. We'll give it a test drive. I guess even with the rain fly's got this on, so you can sleep with this wide open even if it is raining. Cool. Don't have to worry about it unless it's just really sideways rain, because it would get under here, but a light rain, If you left this open, wouldn't be too much concern, I guess. All right, guys, it is 5:29 in the morning. Just getting going. Grabbed a quick coffee here at McDonald's drive-thru. Starbucks isn't even open this early in the morning. And I'm just gonna head south now, and the border is only a few minutes away. We're gonna get across it, and then we're gonna head west out to the I-5 highway and pretty much follow that all the way down to, I think, around Eugene, Oregon, and then we're gonna cut inland towards Reno. Well, we're gonna try to make as few stops as possible, but I'm gonna pretty much try to only stop for fuel and eat a little bit healthier. Trying to find better places to stop when I'm on road trips that isn't greasy, fatty food. It just doesn't help with driving, and it makes me drowsy and tired. So let's hit the road, get across the border, get south. And tonight we're gonna have our first camping night somewhere around Reno, test out this new Roofness Overland Condor. All right, guys, morning update. Holy smokes, what a drive I had coming in to Nevada, cutting through the top corner of California and down out of Oregon. It just got crazy. I was coming through some of the mountain passes, and it was like whiteout snow. I could barely see. I was doing my best to keep my eyes on the road and not drive off the road. There were parts where I couldn't see any of the lines, and basically the road was just a slight white surface, and on one side there's trees and a cliff, and on the other side more trees, and it was just gnarly. And then it started getting dark, and I couldn't see barely 20 feet in front of my Jeep with the headlights and the snow blowing. It was just absolutely crazy. It was 2 hours to where I was gonna camp, but it was still snowing. It was still -4 degrees at that campsite, so I said, whatever, I'm just gonna keep driving. So I drove down through Reno and south of Reno. So right now I am between Reno and Carson City in Nevada, and it's a little warmer, but it's still like -1, -2. It was snowing a little bit, but we've got some nice blue skies this morning. But it was like crazy snow even coming through Reno. I could barely see the highway, and I'm trying to keep my Jeep on the road. There was so much ice. There was ice built up all over on the sides of the Jeep. On the Adventure Rack system, there was so much ice from the storm built up on the rails that I couldn't even open my fuel door when I stopped for some diesel. And it was just crazy. So yeah, check this out. Like, look at all of the ice built up. Like, this is solid. And when I opened my door or closed my door, it all fell on the ground, but it's all built up on our steps. I can't even get that off. I'm gonna have to drive down to Death Valley to heat the Jeep up. But check this out, like all on the rail system here. And I had to chisel this off with my wrench just to barely get my door. So you can just barely get it open to fill up on fuel yesterday. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to show you guys setting up the tent. I had a good night's sleep. It was really quick and easy to set up. I'm not gonna get into a full review of it. And you know, just sleeping in it one night, I have a few thoughts, but I wanna give it a few nights sleep, give it a good try. And then I think when we get back to the island, we'll do like a full walkthrough and review of it after I have some experience with it. What a crazy adventure. I've got to drive another 6.5 hours to where we're meeting everybody. So we're gonna go spend the next 4 days, 3 nights in Death Valley, but we're meeting up at some cabins just outside of Death Valley. Make sure to subscribe, because I'm gonna put a whole series up in Death Valley off-roading with all those guys. And leave a like if you enjoyed this video. I appreciate it a lot, helps the channel a lot. And I'll see you guys next week in the next video.